music is my life. I can't really go a day and say I'm not gonna work on nothing. I can't just sit down and say I'm not gonna rehearse this, and for some reason it's a part of me. I think if you want to do it, you got to start it. They'll say you got to do 1,000 hours or 10,000 hours or 100,000 hours or something. You got to do a lot of time, a lot of effort to get what you want to be before you can even be good at it. You got to put in this time. So I just found a lot of stuff to put my time into. I found a lot of stuff to keep me engaged in something that wasn't just me. It was something that you could share with other people. It's art and life.
Okay. So what about your art as well? And then I have a place that you could sell your art, and places that you could put your art, and places that you could let people see it.
Okay.
So you're going to have to be working on a whole bunch of stuff. So you're not going to have idle time. You're not going to have time for other stuff. You're going to be working on business. But that billionaire mindset going to get you where you need to be. So by the time you less than 22 years old, you're going to be already in the billionaire mindset. We don't know how much money you're going to have. We're not even going to ask you that, because to me, it doesn't matter. To me, it matters your mindset, because if you don't limit yourself to anything, then that means that you have a glass ceiling, which means that there's no limit. You know, you can see the top and, hey, reach for that thing, because, you know, the world is ours. No matter what people tell you, no matter what you have been told, no matter what all of this old extra stuff has been teaching us, I feel like research is the best thing that you can do. I feel like going to school and sharpening your mind is the best thing that you can do. I feel like going ahead and getting your plumbing degree is a great thing, so that you can be working for yourself. You can set your hours. You can say, when I don't want to come, when I do want to come. You can say, hey, the next Bentley payment that I'm paying is going to be my own. Because when you go to work for other people, that's what you're doing, paying their car note, paying their house note. I mean, okay, people have to do that to survive. But when you're business minded, then you are able to create and use your talent to make money, and you're able to get things rolling in a way that you would like to be able to have them rolling, instead of conforming to what someone else wants. So, next question.
If you could breathe underwater or have the agility of a cat, which one would you pick?
Of course, have the agility of a cat, because I believe that in my former life I was a cat, and you know that I cannot breathe underwater. I can't swim, so that's unfair. But me, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but you also know that I have the agility of a cat. So, what you got to say? That's funny, but yeah, I love cats, and I don't like to be underwater because I can't swim.
Well, okay. Next question. Would you rather have unlimited sushi for life or unlimited tacos?
Well, considering the fact that the last seafood I ate, my whole neck peeled off, my face, my eyes, everything, then I will not like any more sushi. Speaking of that, I don't know what happened to my neck this time, but it's peeling off again. This is weird, but I think I'm on a different planet than I was on before I came to the South, because I haven't been able to eat any seafood, and that's my favorite, so I can't even eat sushi anymore. That's unfair. You asking all these unfair questions, so yeah.
I would have thought my first mind was unlimited sushi.
Why? So I could die?
You love sushi.
But I can't eat it no more.
Okay.
You know the seafood not real where we came from.
What would be the most common thing that you would think of when you're alone?
Oh my God, I'm glad everybody gone. I'll be taking off my shoes, because when I deal with people on a daily basis, I get drained, I get discombobulated, and I start yelling at people. I start telling people to shut up, like I really do. And I think me being an introvert is not a good mix with being around a lot of people all the time. I like being around people when I choose to. So when I'm by myself, that's the time for me to be exhaling. Like, I be so happy. I don't know what to do. It's like I could jump on the bed. I could hit my head on the ceiling. I don't care. I could cook everything. It's like elated feeling because I'm like, I don't have to listen to anybody. I don't have to do any of that. Because in my past, I wasn't by myself very much. I was with somebody at every minute of my life. So, you know, I'm just now getting to be by myself. And it's a wonderful thing. Yeah.
So, what makes you like this? Like, around people you gotta start yelling at them? What makes you do that?
When they start getting on my nerves, it's like when they start, their energy start transferring onto me. It's like, say for instance, if a person comes get in the car with me and they depressed, next thing you know, I start getting drained, and then somebody else get in the car, they just step through some shit. I start getting drained, the next person get in the car sneezing. And it's like all these things, because I do get pride, all these things transfer onto you. So I don't have to yell at people. That's why I get away from them.
So you're saying you're uncomfortable in certain social situations?
For a long time, I don't like to be around people. I like to be by myself 80%, and around people 20%.
And that's odd, because I hate people, but I always gotta be around somebody.
You shouldn't say hate, that's a very strong word.
I know, and I mean it strongly. But,
who raised you?
I don't know, I thought I raised myself for a long time. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and say, and when things break, do you repair and fix them or replace them?
That's a great question, because I learned that things that are broken drain your energy. They drain your energy, and it's like it takes up space and stuff. So I used to be a hoarder, and I would try to fix stuff, you know, if it was broken. But I come to realize that letting go of things that are broken are just a great thing. So, you know, I don't want anything broken around me that's going to drain my energy. Anything with dead batteries, anything that don't work, anything that's not moving, or that, you know, it drains your energy. So I don't like broken things or things that's not working around me, because I'm an energy person. I love to be around great energy, great chi. So, yeah, I'll get rid of things that are broken.
Okay. So you said you used to be a hoarder. How long did that go on?
Probably, I don't know how long I was a hoarder, but when I recognized that I was a hoarder, I had been in the house 5 years, and I had gotten emotionally attached to everything, and I had a lot of stuff, a lot of everything, and I wanted every bit of it, and a lot of the stuff didn't even make sense. I hadn't seen it, and I didn't even know I had it, and I forgot, but I was moving, and I was like, this stuff has an emotional value to me, and that's something that I equate, and that I realized and researched and realized that I had hoarding in my system, and I was like, I have to get rid of some of this stuff. So, you know, it took me a long time to try to get stuff together, because I had emotional attachments to stuff, and that's what hoarding is, really. You lived around me. How long did you know I was a hoarder?
I was never aware that you was a hoarder, because I also was a hoarder that collected everything.
A collector and a hoarder is different. Like, you wouldn't want more than one pair of shoes, so I would want 300 pair of shoes.
Yeah. All I need is one pair of shoes.
But I see that you collected bikes, animals, you know, stuff, swords and little stuff like that. So I kind of saw a lot of me in you, resembling a lot of our things that, you know, we have in common. I'm not a hoarder now because I have my stuff under control. I like to be organized. I like to be neat. I've always been neat, but I've not been organized. But I'm trying to get organized. What's next?
Do you recycle?
I don't recycle, but I need to start back. I used to recycle. It was a huge part of my life. And one of my businesses is called Mustard Seed Recycled Treasures. So that's like in my heart. And I use Mustard Seed Recycled Treasures because, first of all, mustard seed is something that is dear to me, because when I learned about faith, I learned that all you need is a faith the size of a mustard seed. And it'll get you far. You know, and then when I realized the size of a mustard seed, I said, hey, that's not very much effort. That's not very much anything. And I said, Mustard Seed Recycled Treasures. Now, the recycled treasures part came from me being the hoarder that I used to be. And I still have the heart that I had, but I know how to let go now. One man's trash is another man's treasure, you know. And with that business, I got the incorporation done in Las Vegas, Nevada, where I did raise my kids from for a long time. They were there for I think 10 years of their lives, and they were very young, so they're still young, and you know, they were there for quite some time. So Mustard Seed Recycled Treasure came from having very little amount of faith, going far, having, you know, the ability to discern from someone's treasure and someone's trash. And also the recycle part is just a part of me, because I feel as though if someone doesn't want something, doesn't mean it's broken, or doesn't mean it doesn't work. It means that they're tired of it, that they don't want it, and that you might be able to use it. So I like to recycle. And my you know, my motto there with Mustard Seed Recycled Treasures is recycle, reduce, reuse. So yes, recycling is a big part of who I am. What about yourself?
I absolutely recycle when I can. I mean, I don't recycle how everybody else recycle. It's a business to me. So I go hard in it. I feel like anything that you do, you should try your best at it. So I'm gonna say absolutely I recycle. I recycled for at least 14 years of my life. I just turned 20.
Yeah, recycling has been a part of our lives. We even used to recycle the newspapers. Remember when you was a child? Mm-hmm. You used to work with us and go to work with your dad and myself, and we recycled then.
If you inherited a private jet from a stranger, what would you do with it?
First of all, I wouldn't be very happy because I don't have anywhere to put a private jet. And that's it.
So, if you inherited a private jet, you wouldn't fly nowhere.
No, I really don't like airplanes. You asking me all these questions and stuff, but it's good. I like these questions. But I really don't like flying. If God wanted me to fly, He would have gave me wings. I like to be, you know, He didn't give me wheels either, but they closer to the ground than they ain't gonna fly. But no, I probably would end up taking that thing and trading it in for a couple of Bentleys, couple houses, turning that thing into a couple of stocks and bonds, CDs. Yeah, that thing would do a lot.
So, are you afraid of heights as well?
Yes, I'm afraid of heights.
Where do you get all these phobias from?
I don't have a lot of phobias. I just believe in what I believe in, and that's all what I believe in.
Okay. Do you ever want us as a human species to walk away from technology? That's a big question. Now, I don't want us to walk away from technology simply because I have been able to not only contact a couple of brothers and sisters that I hadn't been in contact with, you know, I've been able to talk to relatives and contact people and do things that I would not even want to do in public, in person. So, no, technology is a big part of everything. Right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 20 things of technology around us. So it's like, and a lot of these things I carry with me, I have this little container that I put
4 phones in, a notepad, 2 portable chargers, a Wi-Fi technology speaker, all these chargers,